morning, everybody. Welcome in to my channel. I'm Shary. Thanks for riding along with me this morning. I'm trying out a new video mount that we got. So I have a RAV4, a 2021 RAV4, and it was a real clean install. It just clicked right into here to my dashboard area. No drilling holes or anything. So I wanted to try it out. I still need to get one so that I can do forward filming when I'm driving, but I'm going to have to find something different for that. But we're taking a quick trip to town today. A couple errands I got to run. Number one, I've got to drop off 2 headbands that I crocheted that a lady's buying. So we're going to drop those off. And then Sarah's homesick today, and I need to see if she wants me to bring her some lunch or if anything sounds good. I messaged her this morning and I haven't heard back, so she's probably sleeping. I don't want to really call her and wake her up, but I'm going to need to find out when I'm in town if she wants anything or not. And I need to go to the grocery store for a couple of things. I've got some Instant Pot recipes this week. I'm doing spaghetti and meatballs tonight. I'm in a video, probably at least one, because I haven't put a video out in a little while, and I really need to do that. And I'm going to do a white bean chicken chili tomorrow. Then I'm going to do a Mississippi pot roast on Wednesday and some chicken thighs, I think, and green beans on Thursday. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to get. Excuse me. My nose is ringing. What I'm going to get filmed and what I'm not. I've got a bunch of cleaning up to do in my craft room. I did a little pop-up at a lady's house on Saturday with my candles. And some of my junk journals and some of my other paper crafting stuff that I'd done a couple years ago that I still had packaged up from prior craft shows, but we didn't do very good. There wasn't any foot traffic. There wasn't hardly anybody out. It just, I don't know. It just wasn't very good. So that's all right. You know, everybody's kind of saying the same thing this year, that things are just slow, and there's not, where we live, there's not a lot of craft shows this year, which is a real bummer. Hard to sell your product when you don't have an outlet to sell it, especially handmade things, you know. But what are you gonna do? I thought about maybe excuse me, doing a because the weather's actually pretty decent right now. I mean, it's 56 out, so it's not cold, but you know, it's gonna get colder. There's a chance, I think, later in the week for some rain and maybe some snow in the mountains. I thought about doing just a little front yard pop-up at my house this week, just kind of put it in the local, you know, Facebook groups that I'll have my candles and some Christmas gift ideas. I've got a table I can set up out front. Kind of thought about doing that. I don't know. That might, I don't think it'll bring a ton of people, but might bring a few. We'll see. I'll think about it. But anyway, today is just a couple errands, like I said, and then I've got to go to the, something is pinching me right here. I've got to go to the grocery store. I need a few things from Vaughn's and a few things from the grocery outlet. And then I think this Friday I'll probably finish up some of my Christmas shopping. I've gotten most everything so far. I still have a Christmas and a birthday gift to get for my son-in-law, one of my son-in-laws. And steering wheel's warm. I forgot when we drove it the other day, my husband turned my steering wheel warmer on, but I don't think I need it. It's not that cold. Yeah, so I still need to get son-in-law number 2 birthday and Christmas gift. They're both, my husband's birthday and my son-in-law's birthdays are right before Christmas. more little things for my girls that I'll pick up Friday in town. And then I was hoping, we're still waiting on our GeoPro, and we did notice that the dealership that we purchased it from in Carson City had some other GeoPros on the, what is pinching me, on their lot. Is that a GeoPro? Oh no, it's a different trailer. Yeah, they had some other floor models, different floor plans, same basic trailer, but different floor plans than ours. But they had 3 of them on the lot. So we're hoping they're starting to roll in which case, fingers crossed, if they contact us and tell us ours is in the next couple of weeks, we can go up and get it. Probably plan on spending at least 2 nights in that area at an RV park that we've stayed at a lot. Number 1 reason would be just to check out the rig, you know, make sure the water, the propane, everything, refrigerator, heater, AC, just make sure everything works while we're still there close enough that if we have a problem, we can take it right back to the dealership, because it's a 3-hour drive there for us and a 3-hour drive back home. So we would want to stay a couple days and check those things out. So if that's the case and they do contact us in enough time to go before Christmas, I want to get the grandkids just a couple. We got them their main presents, but I want to get them each just a couple other little things to open for Christmas. And I still need to do the dogs. So I've got Ava, who is Molly's Shepherd mix. She's 9. And I have our Maxie, who just turned 5. Then I have Sierra, who is our German Shepherd granddaughter. That is granddoggy. She's probably getting close to about 3 by now, maybe. And then our youngest granddoggy is Chucker, and he's a lab. He's not quite a year. And then we have Frankie the kitty, Molly and Ryan's cat. So I've got to get Frankie something too. So still need to do the animals. Excuse me. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, so I think I'm winding down Christmas, but I did start to say earlier, I have to get my craft room organized and back in shape, because when we came home from the pop-up the other day, we just threw everything into my craft room, and we had Harper with us. She spent the night because Sarah and Brent were busy with ice hockey tournaments and throwing a Christmas party for her company. So we had Harper for the night, and I didn't get anything put away. So my craft room is a disaster. Got to clean my house this week. Yesterday, Ryder and Aspen came over for a couple hours while Molly ran errands. So we had the 3 of them, and my floor's kind of wiped out now. So I've got to just do my normal dust, vacuum, mop bathrooms, mop my floors. In fact, I forgot something I got to put on my list, and I think I'll have to go to Smart Final for that. Some floor cleaner. But yeah, that's about it. I'm just about to Bishop. I messaged that lady that wanted the 2 headbands, and I'm going to see where she wants to meet. Then I'll see if I can get a hold of Sarah, find out if anything sounds good. I don't know, it might not, you know. I wished I'd had time to make her some chicken soup, but I just didn't have everything at home to make it and then bring it to her today. But I'll see if I can get a hold of her, if anything sounds good. Take that to her, get my shopping done, and get back home. So I probably won't see you again on this journey, although I may check in when I'm running around and before I head home. And then depending on how the day goes, may video me doing my dinner, my spaghetti and meatballs in the Instant Pot, but I'm really not too sure. So I'll catch up with you guys when I catch up with you. So, see you in a bit. All right, we are done with all our running around town. We got our shopping done. I feel like my hair's all goofed up. There's a lot of traffic on the road. There's a lot of traffic on the road today. Yeah, I've got all our running around done. Got my shopping done. I did not need to pick up lunch for Sarah because she was feeling much better. And she was actually, even though she worked from home today, she was out running a couple errands, and I actually ran into her at Smart Final. So she was feeling much better, which is good. I was glad to see that. So I was hungry, and she didn't really want any lunch because she was just going to do some shopping and go home and get a little bit of work done while the kids were in school. And look at this situation I got going here. What's happening? Anyway, so I was still a little bit hungry. I hadn't shopped yet, and I hadn't eaten, so I called my mother-in-law, and she said she was hungry, so I just picked us up Taco Bell and took it to her house, and we ate our Taco Bell together. And then I went to, oh yeah, I dropped off the 2 headbands. That was interesting. Yeah, it was interesting. There's a lot of traffic going south today on 395. Yeah, so I dropped those off and then did my Smart Final, saw Sarah, and then we did our Taco Bell, and I went to grocery outlet. Got a few of the things I needed there, and I did get some wrapping paper, which is good because we don't even have a Kmart anymore. We're a pretty small town here, so I got some wrapping paper at grocery outlet and a few things, and then I went to Vaughn's for the things I couldn't get at grocery outlet, and I got everything I needed there except tortilla strips for the white chicken chili tomorrow. I do have some, but I think maybe I'll just make my own. I have tortillas, so I'll just make my own. I don't know why they didn't seem to have any, and I didn't look anywhere else. Yeah, so I just got done at Vaughn's, and it's 2:36 in the afternoon. This is definitely later than I'm usually out. I usually do my shopping in the morning, but for some reason I just couldn't get out this morning. I mean, not as early as usual. I think I was a little tired from the weekend, though. But yeah, so got all my shopping done, had a nice little visit with my mother-in-law, and now when I get home, get my groceries and everything unpacked. My husband will be a little bit later tonight, so I'll have a chance to maybe sit down, watch the news, get a glass of wine, and just relax for a little bit. He's going to stop by my mother-in-law's and pick her up and take her to the local Verizon store, because she's due for a new phone. Her phone it's old. She needs a new one, so she's going to go get an upgrade. So he's going to go help her with that. But it'll be easy because it's just spaghetti and meat. I'm just going to make the meatballs. I bought jarred marinara sauce today just to make it simple. I'll bling it up a little bit with some onions and garlic. A lot of times I like putting bell pepper in my spaghetti, and I forgot to buy a bell pepper. So that's okay. We don't need one. So yeah, it'll just be spaghetti and meatballs, and I got a bagged Caesar salad. So be a simple dinner. I'm not doing garlic bread with it or anything. I mean, I can if he wants some. I do have some really good, oh, it's really garlicky though. At Great Basin Bakery, which is one of our local bakeries, they have really good sourdough, and I love sourdough bread. And they have really good Assaggio cheese sourdough, which they did not have the other day when we shopped. But what they did have was a garlic. Maybe I will make garlic bread because it's really garlicky. A garlic sourdough. We got that, and it's good. But let me tell you, for first thing in the morning, because I like toast in the morning, it's pretty garlicky. So I think it's going to probably make better garlic bread than it does toast. So maybe I will make garlic bread. That sounds good. I can use it up with that. Excuse me. Change lanes. There's something going on up here in the road. So yeah, tomorrow I'll do the white chicken chili. And I got to spend the next 3 days. I got to pay bills, clean house, and get my craft room straightened back up and organized. Oh yeah, and then a old friend of mine, her mother used to be a client of mine years and years ago when I did hair. And she's since passed on, but her daughter lives up in Washington, has for a long time. She messaged me and wants to buy 2 of my headbands. So I'm going to get those together for her and take them to the post office here tomorrow morning. So that's good. Sold 2 more. So candles aren't moving very much, which is really strange. Last year and the year before, I would list candles. I mean, they sold really well. Of course, 2020, we didn't do any craft shows, but the year before, 2019, Christmas holiday craft show, they sold really good. And then even on the local for sale or trade, Facebook groups, last year I made candles. I mean, they were selling faster than I could write them down. I was having to write them down so I'd be sure that, whoever asked for this particular fragrance or whatever first, that I got the right people, the right candles. And this year they are just not selling. It's so weird. I don't know why. But the girls that I did the pop-up with the other day, some of them have like multi-market level type businesses like Scentsy and other things like that. And they said their sales are not anywhere near this year like they normally are. So I don't know if it's just the times we're in. I don't know. I mean, I'm still going to make my candles. In fact, I have really a lot of ideas to take my candle business to the next level for 2022. Some new branding, some new containers, just some other ideas. But yeah, they're not selling, so I'm glad that the headbands are. But the one good thing is we have candles. We have lots of candles. And my girls will get candles with their Christmas presents. My mother-in-law will get candles with her present. So yeah, lots of candles if they don't sell. And then I'll have to start, excuse me, my nose was running. Then I'll have to start thinking about kind of just my base fragrance line for next year, which basically is always like one citrusy one, some kind of orange or something like that. A citrusy one, usually 1 or 2 florals, because those always sell well. Molly's home. Hey, my Molly. I like to have like a gourmand, which is a kitchen, like a apple spice, cinnamon spice. Cinnamon vanilla is always good. I burned the hazelnut coffee that I made, and that is really good. I burned that yesterday, and I saw some suggestions on what you could mix that with too, so that I might try. So yeah, for next year it's definitely going to be a citrus, a floral, a gourmand, you know, kitchen-y coffee type one, something spicy. So yeah, so anyway, we're home. I'm just pulling into my driveway and into my garage, so I will catch up with you guys sometime soon. I don't know if it'll be in the kitchen. I might, by the time I sit down and rest and get off my feet for a few minutes, I might feel like doing a video. If not, I'll catch you up sometime soon and get a video out this week. So, all right, guys, thanks for riding with me and keeping me company on my running about day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.